Good morning. It is that ungodly hour of the morning. What time is it? I always feel when I wake up pre 7 a.m. It is about 6:45. I feel for everybody who has to go and do this daily. Absolutely not my vibe. Hello, Bangkok. I've not seen you at this time. Yeah, no. Anyway, car is going to arrive in 15 minutes, so I gotta get the rest of this together and get my butt downstairs. Anyway, what am I saying? Not much to say this morning, guys. I'll see you at the airport, maybe. Sometimes one of the ways I like to wake up is to go onto ProTrader's Trustpilot and look at the beautiful things that students have said about us. This is a great one here. Joining ProTrader is one of the best things I've ever done. This is from Liz Kelly. Joined ProTrader 9 months ago with the $1 offer by Luke. Sounds too good to be true, right? Wrong, she writes here. I've been scammed through crypto over the years and my head/heart was jaded and full of mistrust. ProTrader made me believe again. I love it, Liz. Luke explains everything so well, is 100% transparent and sets himself to a high standard and expects nothing less from his students. That's true. That's one of the big ones. To be a successful trader, I know what it takes. So it's important that I make it realistic. I let people know what you're signing up for, what you're in for, right? Doesn't matter if you've traded before or not, you'll learn to trade the right way. He just wants to share his knowledge with other like-minded people to create a community of real professional traders. He is my Mr. Miyagi to every Daniel-san out there. I almost don't want to write this review because I feel lucky to have found ProTrader before it blows up, because once people realize how unique and life-changing being part of the ProTrader community is, there will be no going back. Luke, you are really making a difference to so many people's lives, and I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and experience with us to make us all the best day traders we can be. P.S. I never write reviews, is what Liz went on to say. That was early October, so it was a couple of weeks ago. See, it's those kind of reviews. It's that positive feedback. People ask me, like, if you're such a great trader, why do you educate? Why do you teach? And I'm like, well, shouldn't it be obvious? There's a lot more to life than just sitting in my ivory tower trading away solo all the time. Like, trading for me now, without the education part of it, seems hollow, seems empty. But I've traded for 13 years now, so it's not this or that, it's this and that. And being an educator, launching ProTrader's education back in March of 2021, my trading's only improved, my quality of life has improved, the connections that I've made all around the world has improved. So yeah, that's ProTrader's Trustpilot. Anyway, you can go see Liz's review over there, as well as many others. Waking up and reading these beautiful reviews that come in, it's the element of the education, or being an education provider, that makes it all so much worth it. Bangkok Airport is easily the most exceptional airport I've ever been through. Like, it's actually an enjoyable experience, which, having been through, I don't know now, 50 plus airports, it's a bold statement. It's also renowned to have some of the best airport lounges in the world. Oh, check this out. I just got the first 2 updates from Charlie as well. This one's one of my favorites, and then the other one here. This one is also amazing. This one may be the best of the absolute bunch. Needless to say, looks like he's having a good time there. I did not think he would settle in that quick. Every time they've been sending photos, other times he stayed there, even 2-3 days in, the photos that we're getting is just him sitting there mopey in the corner on his own. So I've got quite a lot of time to kill before the flight. That's testament to the speed of Bangkok Airport. I'm not one to arrive early. I like to run a little bit behind schedule, or arrive like Gandalf precisely when I mean to. But when there are airport lounges like this, I do come a little bit early, and then it always still surprises me how quick I get through the airport and how much time I have to kill. So on our way to Las Vegas, have a stop over in South Korea for only a couple hours, check out the airport lounges there, and then onwards. If you want me to do a full video on why I moved to Bangkok after living in 6 different countries, comment below, and I'll give you a full comprehensive breakdown. It really is the most exceptional place I've ever lived. I can see myself here for at least the next 5 to 10 years, potentially for the rest of my days. All right, we're on the way, and as the first leg done, I've just arrived here in Seoul, in Korea. This airport lounge
although it may be the busiest airport lounge, one of the busiest airport lounges I've ever been in, the food here is absolutely exceptional. The whole buffet was rather extravagant. I like Korean food, but it had a good, anyway, you guys don't care that much, although there might be some foodies that are. I am doing the trading on the road thing, where I've just completed my watch list for today. I've set an entry order on EuroCAD for our traders out there. Decent pip snatcher here, solid DDP we can see. Oh my god, the screen looks filthy. Good 1 hour, 4 hours not against us, so that meets strategy criteria. Setting this as a entry order or just a pip snatcher strategy. I'm not going for the full hyper trade, despite it being with the daily run, because I'm not going to be here to manage it. This is going to trigger probably in the next few hours, and I have a 12-hour flight ahead. A couple things on watch list: CAD Swiss, Euro Yen, Pound Yen. But for our traders out there, you guys will be familiar with these setups already. Hopefully you've spotted them. Good job, everybody who has. So when it comes to trading on the road, I changed my trading style ever so slightly. So I have set entry orders and set profit targets. There's a misconception that you need to be sitting on the charts all day, every day. Trading is not about that. Day trading, the word day trading, which I'm a full-time professional day trader, it doesn't mean sitting on your ass all day on the charts. No, it means you're just trading within the intraday candle, and you can have different trading philosophies, different trading styles. I learned to trade while working a full-time job. When I managed to replace my income and no longer tend to that full-time job, I didn't start changing up my trading style because I'd already figured out what worked. So this is where I had a lot of extra time on my hands. And that was when I launched Pro Trader, well, a few years later. So if you're somebody who is looking to replace your income but working a full-time job, and you have this misconception you're not going to be able to trade or learn to trade around a full-time job, or maybe you've got kids, maybe you've got other commitments, you're taking care of parents or something like that, it's not the case at all. It is the case for these scalpers that you see, these scams and fads and gimmicks and things that you see people sitting on the charts all day on YouTube or whatever, you know, ICT, SMC, these dodgy bastards out there. The way that Pro Trader teaches and the way that I trade personally is not that way at all. This can complement your life and integrate nicely, even if you have other commitments. Since I've also got a couple hours to kill, about 2 hours, I am working on editing yesterday's vlog footage. By the time this one comes out, you'll have already seen my supplement stacking from yesterday's. I don't normally chase this with beer, but I don't normally drink actually when I'm at airports. I know that the sin, right? I don't really drink on planes. I don't really drink at airports. It just, maybe on the way home, but it encumbers the trip on the way there. You feel like rats. But anyway, there's some of this Korean beer, so I thought I'd give that a whirl. I've got my beer, got my tea, got my supplements, and ready to get stuck into some video editing. Good stuff. Easy as that, huh? Right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up for today. Short and snappy, but this is what life on the road looks like as a trader. See you all tomorrow.